I ain't never seen that man with Young Boy before that shit happened with V-Roy, you see what I'm saying? It's like he using that nigga like as a face card to be around him, like to make them look a little tough, you see what I'm saying?
Who caught that boy? Who stretched that boy? Who caught that boy, man?
After King Von was taken out, it seems like the OBlock guys still aren't ready to let anything go. Lul Tim is out here trolling again, even after 5 whole years, and things look like they about to turn deadly once more. Today we're diving into some real street politics that got the entire hip-hop community on edge. Before we jump into this crazy situation, make sure y'all hit that like button. Every like helps the channel grow and keeps us bringing you the rawest content out here. To understand how this all started, we need to rewind to November 6, 2020. That was the night King Von was unfortunately killed outside an Atlanta hookah lounge. Lul Tim, Quando Rondo's homie, was the one who fired the shots, claiming it was self-defense. The courts agreed and dropped the charges. But the streets? They never forgot. And they definitely never forgave. For 5 years, this beef has been quietly cooking. NBA YoungBoy kept throwing shots at OBlock through his music. Lul Tim's been moving around with YB like nothing can touch him. And OBlock has been staying silent, but watching everything. But what happened this week? That silence just turned into straight fire. Let me break down how deep this really goes. King Von wasn't just another rapper, he was OBlock royalty. He came up under Chief Keef, but Von had something different. While Sosa was making drill music, Von was actually living that life. He already had bodies tied to his name, and the streets knew him long before the industry did. So when Von died, it wasn't just losing a star. OBlock lost their leader, their voice, their biggest hope of escaping the trenches. Now here's where things get wild. NBA YoungBoy just dropped a freestyle called Zero IQ, and it's straight up disrespectful to King Von's memory. But Lul Tim took it even further. He jumped on TikTok, posted a video vibing to the track, and rapped along to the most disrespectful lines. The lyrics that set the internet on fire were, "Who popped that boy? I'm him. Who stopped that boy? I'm him.
Who caught that boy? Who stretched that boy? Who caught that boy, man?
You got on that plate that started smoking like that."
This wasn't a subliminal at all. Lul Tim was openly bragging about taking King Von's life, right there on social media for everyone to see. The nerve this dude has is unbelievable, straight clown behavior. But what really got the streets buzzing was the timing. Lul Tim uploaded that TikTok on November 6, 2025, the exact date King Von was killed, just 5 years later. And here's the crazy part. On that same day, November 6, 2025, Lul Tim's own grandfather passed away. Same date, 5 years apart. Once people connected the dots, the internet exploded. Now let me explain why this TikTok hit way harder than all the previous disses. Before this, most of the disrespect came through music, sneak disses, coded lines, metaphors, stuff that could still be brushed off as not directed. But Lul Tim tossed all that subtlety aside. He stared straight into the camera, rapped those bars word for word, and made it crystal clear exactly who he was talking about. And the video itself wasn't random at all. This wasn't Tim casually vibing somewhere. He was in what looked like a studio or professional setup, good lighting, clean audio, everything looked intentional. This wasn't an impulse moment. This was calculated content built to get maximum attention and maximum disrespect. Meanwhile, Muap Ike from OBlock wasn't letting that slide. He's been one of the loudest voices from OBlock ever since Von passed. The moment Lul Tim's video surfaced, Ike jumped on social media and addressed him directly. He called Lul Tim out for using King Von's death as a clout card and questioned why Tim only started hanging around NBA YoungBoy after the King Von situation went down.
I seen that man with Young Boy before that shit happened with V-Roy, you see what I'm saying? It's like he using that nigga like as a face card to be around him, like to make them look a little tough, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I look at it, but I ain't really like.
So if it was
It ain't much I can say because I'm still I'm working on my way up and shit, you see what I'm saying? I ain't.
For sure.
If my time gonna come, it's whatever, but it's just that shit, like that specific shit. Like.
In that interview with FYBJ Maine that's been circulating, he explained things pretty plainly. He said he never saw that man around YoungBoy until after the situation with Von happened, and that he feels the dude started using that connection to look tougher. Maine didn't just talk about the music either. He mentioned how Lul Tim has carried himself since the shooting, making songs about it, performing like he's some kind of street legend. According to Maine, law enforcement played a major role in the outcome, so he feels Tim shouldn't be bragging like it was some street move that stayed in the streets.
Because do you understand the whole situation or what?
I understand, but it's like, all right, you did what you did, okay.
Because
cool.
I heard, not to cut you off, but I heard a lot of people from y'all side getting that, nah,
As some people saying he did with like.
Nah, but he'll do what any street nigga would do if a nigga, he gotta defend his people. But it's like, you did what you did, that's cool. Boom, the police was involved, you got out, bro. It ain't like you did some street shit and like, it's just left in the streets. That shit on some police shit too at the same time, you get what I'm saying? Like, niggas will do shit, like it's a difference from doing some street shit and the motherfucker know you did some street shit, right? And your name, you in the streets, like, your name ring or whatever. But you did some street shit, whatever, you claim, but the police was involved in that shit. But it's like, I don't like the way he go about it, like, how niggas be flexing and shit, like, don't act like you did some shit and just got away, like, off the chain, like, off that, like, bro, niggas ain't, like, it's some shit I can't even say, but it's like, I don't like how certain niggas be moving.
But Ike's response went beyond questioning Tim's reputation. He challenged the entire story people tell about what happened that night in Atlanta. Ike and other OBlock members claim the situation wasn't as straightforward as Tim and his supporters make it seem. They say Vaughn wasn't even the one starting anything, and that the media twisted the narrative to make Tim look like a hero defending his friend. Ike said in the interview that Tim just got lucky, that he wasn't even face-to-face with Vaughn, since Vaughn's back was turned. Whatever.
You just got out like on some easy shit, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Bro, you got lucky, you did what you did, you defended you stood your ground, whatever. But it's like, it's just the way like had be playing out now, like all that on stage and okay, you
tough, like
yeah, gang, like I don't be liking that gang cause
bro was gangster.
Folks was a gangster. This what I'm saying.
He died a gangster.
Niggas ain't doing no like with shit like that, bro. It's like, bro, you got lucky, really, bro. Like it ain't like you was on no you ain't finna face this man face to face and just you got lucky. His back was turned.
He needs to stay humble about that situation, because the same kind of thing he did could easily happen to him too.
He humble, gang. You see what I'm saying? I feel like he ain't humble about that shit, like, cause the same way like you did what you did, that shit could happen to you too, gang. Like.
Let me break down how people in the interview explained the situation, because they said it goes deeper than just one shooting. According to their version, everything started when King Von and his group approached Quando Rondo outside that hookah lounge in Atlanta. Von had a strong street reputation and wasn't known for backing down from confrontation. But what people say about Lul Tim is different. According to Maine and other OBlock members, Tim wasn't seen as a street figure before that night. He was simply Quando's friend who happened to be armed. When Vaughn and his crew came toward Quando, Tim reacted because he believed his friend was in danger. From their perspective, he acted out of loyalty. The issue, according to them, wasn't only the incident itself but how Tim carried himself afterward. Instead of staying low-key, they claim he used the situation to build a reputation, linking up with NBA YoungBoy, making music about it, and boosting his profile off the controversy. That, they say, is what upset people in OBlock, not just what happened to Vaughn, but the way Tim portrayed himself afterward. Now about the YoungBoy connection, this is where things get more complicated. YoungBoy and Lil Durk had issues long before the Vaughn incident. When Tim killed Vaughn, it became a moment people say YoungBoy used as leverage in that rivalry. Almost overnight, Tim went from being relatively unknown to appearing as part of YoungBoy's circle on tour. Ike mentioned in his interview that he had seen Quando Rondo with YoungBoy before, which made sense given their history. But Tim, he said, was different, that Tim was using the whole situation as a pass to be around YoungBoy and boost the group's image. The street politics are tangled. Quando Rondo had been connected to YoungBoy's 4KT movement for years, but Tim was simply a friend from Savannah who suddenly found himself in a spotlight because of what happened in Atlanta. When that TikTok clip dropped, things escalated quickly. Within hours it had millions of views and thousands of comments. Vaughn supporters filled the comments with anger and criticism, while YoungBoy supporters defended Tim's right to tell his side. It didn't stay among fans either. OBlock members began posting reactions across Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Some shared old videos of King Vaughn. Others posted vague, tense messages that sounded like warnings aimed at Tim. One OBlock member posted a clip listening to Vaughn's music with the caption, "Long live Vaughn. We didn't forget anything." The message behind it was clear: they still take the situation personally, regardless of the legal outcome. On the other side, YoungBoy's camp has stayed mostly quiet publicly. YoungBoy hasn't responded directly, but people close to him say he has increased security around Tim and his group. Now, about the November 6th coincidence, this is what people online began talking about. King Von passed away on November 6, 2020, at about 2:22 a.m. outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. Then, exactly 5 years later on November 6, 2025, Lul Tim's grandfather passed away. That led to even more discussion and speculation online. The internet immediately started trying to connect the dots. Fans of Vaughn began claiming the timing was symbolic, saying it felt like their guy was getting some kind of justice from beyond. They pointed to how Lul Tim posted that controversial TikTok on the same day his grandfather passed, calling it cosmic payback or Von's revenge. Tim's supporters dismissed all that, arguing it was just coincidence and people were reading too deeply into it. Still, the timing struck a lot of people as eerie, especially since Tim has been very intentional with what he posts online. Some even went further, noting that Tim's grandfather reportedly raised him, and losing him on the same date as the Von incident had people talking about spiritual balance or karma. Chicago's response online came fast and heavy. Multiple OBlock affiliates posted vague messages that sounded like warnings directed at Tim. Some shared old clips of King Von with captions like, "We still here," and "Justice is coming." Even artists from outside OBlock, including people connected to FBG Duck, showed support for Von's memory despite old tensions within Chicago's drill scene. Things escalated to the point that a few venues reportedly canceled NBA YoungBoy shows over safety concerns. Promoters didn't want to risk conflict if anyone tried to approach Tim during an event. The reaction to Tim's TikTok was harsh. OBlock members flooded social media with criticism and insults, and the comments under the video became a non-stop argument between Von's supporters and YoungBoy's fans. Behind the scenes, people close to the situation claimed OBlock members were actively trying to find Tim, saying he was relying on YoungBoy's security and fame to stay out of reach. Law enforcement has reportedly been keeping an eye on things as well. Atlanta police increased patrols in areas where YoungBoy's crew is known to hang out, trying to prevent anything similar to what happened the night Von died. Even the music industry has been watching closely. Some label executives have been talking about the risks involved when artists have active conflicts tied to real-life situations. A few insiders say Tim's TikTok might have crossed a line that even the industry isn't willing to tolerate. This whole situation shows how social media changed everything. Years ago, people kept their problems off camera. Now artists post TikToks talking about real incidents and then wonder why the tension gets worse. Tim could have stayed quiet, kept moving with the opportunities he gained from being around YoungBoy, and avoided extra attention. Instead, people feel he's repeatedly stirred the pot, and now others say the consequences are catching up. OBlock is not known for letting disrespect toward Von slide. And with how deep the history runs, many people believe this feud isn't going to end anytime soon. Every post, every track, every comment just reignites old wounds. Both could have been building futures, taking care of families, and shaping their communities in different ways. Instead, they became part of conflicts that started long before them. In the end, the situation is tragic all around. King Von was a rising artist trying to shift his life. Lul Tim acted in a moment where he believed his friend was in danger, and OBlock members feel obligated to defend their friend's legacy. The November 6th connection might be coincidence, or people might choose to see something deeper in it. That's up to interpretation. What's clear is that the TikTok added fuel to an already volatile situation, and Tim has become a major focus of online conversation in Chicago. This feud has been growing for 5 years, and there's no sign of it slowing down. Every diss, every post, every rumor keeps the fire going. What do you think about all this? Was Lul Tim out of line for posting that TikTok, or was he simply expressing himself? And what about the November 6th timing, pure coincidence or something more? Let me know your thoughts below. And if this breakdown helped you understand what's going on, hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Stay safe out there and take care.